Prescott in the gun, fakes the inside handoff, slants picked off. At the 50, this might be a house call.
Change your 12-5 team. How do you get better from this?
You get your rear end in there and you play the way you know how to play. All ass has gotta go.
Boy, just imagine being Jerry Jones this morning. Like, put yourself in his shoes. Imagine waking up just a couple of hours after your 12-win, number 2 seed, heavily favorited Dallas Cowboys. They laid an absolute egg in the wildcard round versus the 7th-seeded baby Green Bay Packers. If you were Jerry, you just watched your MVP-caliber quarterback Dak Prescott lay yet another horrific playoff egg with 2 of the worst interceptions he might have thrown all season. Oh, and your all-world wide receiver looked disinterested, out of sync with your quarterback. Your running game with Tony Pollard, absolutely non-existent. And worst of all, absolutely worst of all, your star defense got worked up and down the field by Jordan Love and a bunch of 10-year-olds at wide receiver who weren't even born the last time the Cowboys went to the Super Bowl. Again, just imagine being Jerry Jones. Just imagine being Jerry Jones. What could he possibly be thinking this morning? Oh, wait. You don't have to imagine. He always, like he does, spoke to the media after the horrific Cowboys loss yesterday.
I don't have any comments or questions or answers for how and why we didn't do what we wanted tonight. I say this to our fans, how much you deserve us to not have this ending. I certainly, in no way, have spent any of my time over the last 3 hours asking how and why. What I'm zeroed in on is the fact that I thought we were in a position, everybody in this room thought we were in a position to advance this thing in the playoffs and maybe get as far as our dreams might take us. We didn't do it. I don't have any thoughts about the reasons why or anything to do with the coaching, anything to do about the players. I want to give Green Bay a lot of compliments and credit. This is one of my most surprises since I've been involved in sport, period. So this is that degree. I know how disappointed everybody is. That's all my comment.
In terms of playoff losses, where does this one rank for you?
Well, I don't have really. I can't reach back and look at a playoff loss, but this seems like the most painful because we all had such great expectation and we had hope for this team.
Yikes, except he said there he hasn't put any thought into a Cowboy coaching change, which might not necessarily be true because Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio said just 2 days ago, quote, yes, the Cowboys are believed to be in play for Bill Belichick. There's a long history of respect and admiration between Bill Belichick and Jerry Jones. They have a great team there. Belichick could just go in and coach to places that haven't been in a very long time. It's going to be tough. I mean, Jerry Jones has a really tough decision to make. Mike McCarthy, he had yet another 12-win season, but he's now gone one and done multiple times in the playoffs as the Cowboys head coach and is not closer to ever getting out of the divisional round. Of course, after the game, the current head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Mike McCarthy, voiced his frustration.
You know, number one, we're very disappointed to a man. I don't think anybody saw this coming. I mean, you got to give Green Bay credit. They came in there hot, and this what you saw on film over the past month, you know, they executed and we didn't. So we didn't get it done in any of the phases. And then, you know, I just, we're hurting, we're disappointed. Every man in the locker rooms, that's hurting, and that's, you know, I haven't thought past, you know, the outcome of this game.
Now listen, like you, one of the best parts of watching the Cowboys absolutely wet their bed every single year come January is all the reaction from the diehard Cowboy fans who told us day after day, this is the best Cowboy team we've seen, this Cowboy team is different, this Cowboy team is going to go all the way, they had the easiest path to the NFC playoffs. How about Michael Irvin calling for everyone's head last night after the game?
I watch every damn where, all across this country, all across the league, they stood up to defend their city and defend their team, except in the city that deserved it the most, except the team that's most recognizable and deserved it the most. What do you do when all you have don't understand what they have? When I got here, I understood the men before me. They built the Dallas Cowboys. They made this America's team. They put a championship on the table before I got here. My job while I was here is to match what they have done because they built it. They handed it to me. Put my damn championship on the table. That's all we ask. Put your damn championship on the table and you couldn't do it. All their asses gotta go.
Or I guess if you like Skip Bayless, I know a lot of Cowboy fans technically don't, but I really enjoy watching him mercilessly throw away all of his Cowboy attire for what, the 29th year in a row? Or better than all that, how about poor Jimmy Johnson, fresh off his Cowboys Ring of Honor induction ceremony, almost having a heart attack during Fox's halftime show. Hang in there, Jimmy!
I don't need to have people pointing the fingers one thing or another. You get your rear end in there and you play the way you know how to play. We can win the game. We're going to open it up. We're going to go fast tempo. Defense, get after Jordan Love. You can't give him that much time. You do what you're supposed to do, we'll win this game.
All right. That Michael fired. He's got everybody fired up.
No, Mike, no!
Let me get in front of you. Me for a shoe right now.
I'll be honest though, you can be as angry as you want each and every season, but if you don't look at the root of the problem and demand change, I'm not sure what to tell you. Like Dak Prescott has proven time and time and time and time again, this is who he is in the brightest stages. When the lights come on, Dak Prescott won't show up. Listen, no one's doubting the fact he balled this year. He absolutely dominated everybody not named San Francisco. Everybody. I mean, he was fantastic. MVP frontrunner, if not for Lamar Jackson. But in a home playoff game, with everything on the line, and again, the easiest path to a Super Bowl in recent NFC history, he found himself down 27-0 in the blink of an eye through two horrible picks that had 0 points until the final drive of the first half. I guess for what it's worth, Dak Prescott did take responsibility post-game after that, again, terrible Cowboy loss.
Yeah, I mean, frustrated, as you just said, is the great word for my play. The way that we came out here and we started this game and then just shocked, honestly. From the beginning of the game, yeah, we got beat. There's no other which way around it, no way to sugarcoat it. Obviously, I didn't play well, and shock. In that case, it should be about me as well, honestly. I mean, that guy, I've had the season that I've had because of him. This team has had the success that they've had because of him, and I understand it's about winning the Super Bowl, and that's the standard of the league and damn sure the standard of this place. So I get it, but add me to the list in that case.
Perhaps the greatest Cowboy stat I can offer you this morning is that Nick Foles, Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Nick Foles, has more playoff wins than Dak Prescott and Tony Romo combined. The Houston Texans, they're a poverty franchise, their entire inception, all the way back to 2002, they have more playoff wins than the Cowboys have in the exact same time span. When is America going to learn that America's team shouldn't be the Dallas Cowboys, and it might be time to pick a team that actually wins every now and then come January? Now, not to be outdone, got to give credit to the Green Bay Packers. They were absolutely incredible yesterday. They had a game plan. They stuck to it. Matt LaFleur got a lot of criticism. The draft pick of Jordan Love, the kind of pushing Aaron Rodgers out of Green Bay and bringing in number 10 to be the starter. Jordan Love looked incredible yesterday. He looked every bit a superstar quarterback that everyone in Green Bay hoped that he would. My question for everybody out there wondering, how did the Packers do it? How did they get another great quarterback? Maybe drafting a quarterback in the first round and then letting him sit for a couple of years to, I don't know, learn how to play the NFL quarterback position, learn under a very good quarterback, actually is still the right way to develop and grow and nurture a superstar NFL quarterback. I guess the flip side is you could be Bryce Young, get your ass handed to you every single week from day one, therefore starting to see ghost and completely obliterate your confidence. I mean, there's two options here. One seems to have a proven track record in Green Bay. One only works for quarterbacks who seemingly have superstar potential from the very beginning. Now, time will tell where both these franchises are going. I think Dallas is going to have to get rid of Mike McCarthy, or at least find some way to convince their overall fan base that it won't be the same thing over over and over again. I guess you can only do that by winning. But Green Bay, a tough matchup coming up with the 49ers. But again, what do they have to lose? They've already achieved way more than anybody could have thought after starting 2-5. It's going to be a very interesting next couple of weeks. The divisional round kicks off. I'm Thomas Mott. This has been the Thomas Mott Show.